Wasn't that a beautiful title sequence?
I think it was pretty cool.
I do think it was composed very well. Oh! Welcome to Borough Bugs, our very own show!
In this show, we're going to be researching some London boroughs and telling you what you may be able to find in the boroughs, such as transports, landmarks, and any other places or facts of note.
Hello, my name's Zach. I'm a little blue butterfly.
Hi, my name's Vinby. I'm a little, pink bumblebee.
And this is Borough Bugs.
Is that it?
What?
Are we not going to mention anything else?
Oh yes, we have this red button here, which will allow us to choose the borough from our wall of boroughs.
To start off, we'll be covering all of the boroughs in inner London.
And what's a better place to start than one of the most famous boroughs in London?
Yes, the London Borough of Westminster is one of the busiest London boroughs, with tourists from all over the world flocking to see the sights of the beloved capital city.
So the borough we're, of course, going to talk about today is... Westminster!
Ooh.
The London Borough of Westminster has many landmarks, which is why so many tourists come to this part of London.
But it also has some very obscure and calmer areas which not many people visit.
I love obscure areas. Shall we go and learn more about this borough?
Of course! Let's go!
This place is where the British government writes up all of the laws that we have to abide by.
What if I were to break one?
Let's not find out, shall we? Ding ding! Right answer! This place is the headquarters of the royal family.
God save our gracious king!
Please don't start singing.
Sorry, can we go inside Buckingham Palace?
No, but 12 people in the past have actually tried to.
Well, I'll be the 13th!
Don't do that. By this lake is the memorial for Princess Diana.
Rest in peace. Of course, we have to start off with Westminster Station, right?
Yep. Westminster Station is of course one of the main stations of the Borough of Westminster, with the Circle, District and Jubilee lines. Let's see how many stations the other tube lines have here. We'll be showing this on our Transport for London tally. Well, it seems that the Circle line has the most stations in this borough, at 12 stations.
And the Metropolitan line has only a measly 2 stations. How sad.
It's also worth noting that Westminster also has some of the London terminus stations. I suppose there are too many historic buildings here, so there'd be no space for any other bus stations.
A much larger station for road vehicles exists at Victoria, however, that being...
Most of the stations in Westminster are in Fare Zone 1, the main fare zone for Transport for London services. There are some exceptions, with 4 stations being in Fare Zone 2.
Some other stations which are now abandoned or closed include... This was due to St John's Wood opening not too far from these 2 stations, which used to be on the Bakerloo line, but is now on the Jubilee line.
And there is, of course...
It's not just abandoned stations, some stations never even got opened.
That's right.
And I think that's everything to do with transport.
Wow, loads to speak about, but we're not done just yet. It's now time for the last section of the show, Trivia!
Boring.
Yep, good. The Westminster you know today was originally made up of 3 different metropolitan boroughs, those being Westminster, Paddington and St Marylebone. The Old Westminster gained city status on the 29th of October 1900, officially calling the Old Metropolitan Borough the City of Westminster.
Westminster would not become part of the Greater London we know and love today until 1965, when the London Government Act of 1963 was enacted and the old metropolitan boroughs merged, creating a brand new Westminster, and its city status was transferred to the new Westminster.
1 year later, in 1966, Westminster gained its own Lord Mayor, Sir Charles Norton. As of 2024, the Lord Mayor of Westminster right now is Robert Rigby.
Westminster's population in 1801 was at 220,000. If we fast forward more than 200 years to 2011, the population count has decreased by about 1,000. In fact, Westminster's population is a bit all over the place if you look at the past hundreds of years.
When trams were around in central London, they never really entered Westminster, nor the neighbouring borough of Kensington and Chelsea, mainly because the people here consider the trams too low class.
Westminster, despite its extremely high cost of living and massively expensive housing, has the cheapest council tax in the entirety of London.